The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Is the president serious? Does he really intend to ship thousands of immigrants all across the country to cities like New York and San Francisco and a lot of other places?
Certainly, we're looking at all options.
This is yet another act of bombastic chaos.
10 years ago, people would sneak in the middle of the night in small groups.
Yes, we can deal with 50,000 people on the border.
Is the president serious?
It's not that big a deal.
And this is a schizophrenic process.
Because a lot of these people who are coming north are climate refugees.
There are so many aspects to this presidency that have posed a grave problem.
Is it impeachable in your view?
I think you could reach in a bag and pull so many things out that are impeachable of this president. I support impeaching this president.
Yeah, we should put you in a bag and ship you away somewhere. Unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. What a great Masters this weekend. I thought that was terrific. What an outcome. Tiger Woods wins again. That's great. What a comeback story. You know, there's another comeback story, too, that we're going to be talking about. This country. One day we're going to talk about the comeback story. Because right now, this country is in such trouble. I mean, these people on the left are nuts. They've gone crazy. They've gone absolutely insane. They're just... We're not focusing on what we're supposed to be focusing on. The middle class. Helping the middle class. When the middle class is doing well, everything works. You don't have poverty when the middle class is doing well. Everybody says work on poverty. Well, wait a minute. If you work on the middle class and the middle class is doing well, you don't have poverty. That's how it works. It's always been that way. But what really gets me grumpy is when they lie to us, and they keep lying to us over and over. And over the weekend, you got to listen to this. And today, again, this is just unbelievable when it's not the facts. This country, there was a reason why the stock market dropped 20% in October, from October 5th to December 24th. And it's not over yet. Yes, I realize we went up another 20%. But that is what they call short covering. In fact, if you look at it on a chart, when the market was going back up, when the market was accelerating, the volume or the participants were decelerating. I mean, the big institutions that buy stocks to make the market go up, they were pulling their money out. And you say, well, how does that happen? Well, that's called short covering. If I'm selling a stock short, if I have a stock that's at $20 and I believe it's going to go down to 10, I sell it short. I just borrow the stock from you through a broker. And when it goes from 20 down to 10, I then buy it at $10. I made the difference. That's called short covering, and the stock moves back up. That's called the short covering. So when you have the market drop 20% from October 5th, 2018 to December 24th, 2018, and we all know why. The tax cut's one thing, the budget deficit's another. But when they rallied it back up, the reasons that the market dropped 20% didn't go away. What happened was, again, those like myself and my gang who sold the market short from October 5th down to December 24th, we had to buy the share. So when we bought stocks at when we borrowed stock at $20, remember, we don't own it. We just borrowed it. And when it went down to $10, we have to then buy it. That's what makes it go up. But the jibber jabbers aren't going to tell you that. They're going to tell, well, everything's great. Look at this. The market went up 20%. Remember, we stalled at 2,800 on the S&P. We stalled for, my God, almost, 15 weeks. They couldn't get back 2,800. Matter of fact, if you go back for the last 15 months, net advance in the market's only been 40 points. So remember, when you hear how the market's going back up 20%, it's the same people who sold the stock short bought it back. And that's why you see when volume's going down and the stock is accelerating, that is warning you it's going to go back down again. But listen to this today. This is unbelievable when this isn't the facts at all.
It's a red-hot economy. Every single demographic group is doing extremely well.
Hot economy. Every demographic group is doing extremely well. Middle class doing extremely well. Everybody's doing extremely well.
You know, the economy is doing solidly, I would say. Fundamentals continue to be quite good.
Yeah, everything's solid. Fundamentals are quite good.
Consumer and business confidence remains strong. This all plays into the bull scenario. The U.S. economy will remain strong from here.
Oh, the U.S. economy is going to remain strong from here. He knows that. Pisani knows that. It's going to remain strong from here. You got a guarantee from him. He was the same guy who said the market would not crash. The housing would not crash. But let's get to the point. The economy is solid. The economy is not solid or booming when nearly 80% of workers live paycheck to paycheck. I'm sorry. Or while working families continue to struggle, the U.S. now has more income and wealth inequality than at any time since the 1920s. I talk about it all the time, income inequality. Since the 2008 crash, 46% of all new income has been created in the U.S., has gone to the top 1%, not the middle class. Not the middle class. Corporate CEOs, like that gangster Jamie Dimon, have seen their incomes go up 937% and make over 360 times more than their average workers. While corporate profits are near an all-time high, wages as a percentage of the economy are near an all-time low. Oh, but they're telling us we have a red-hot economy.
It's a red-hot economy.
Yeah, that's called a red-hot economy. What are you, nuts? Red-hot economy? There has been an enormous transfer of income and wealth from the middle class up to the wealthiest people in America. It's like a reverse wealth or like reverse discrimination. I mean, they're taking the money out of the worker, the middle class who builds this country, steals it from them and gives it to the wealthy. And the middle class is disappearing. And they say that's a red-hot economy or a solid economy? That's solid?
You know, the economy is doing solidly.
Yeah, that's solid when the 1% is grabbing the money from the middle class. The bottom 90% of Americans have seen their share of national income decline from 58% to just 36%, costing them nearly $15,000 per household. But they're telling us that's a solid economy. What are you, nuts? As bad as income inequality is, the inequality in wealth is even worse. In America today, the top 1% owns almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%. The three wealthiest people in this country own more wealth than the bottom half of Americans. I'm talking 160 million people. But what do they say about the economy?
It's a red-hot economy.
Yeah, red-hot economy. Hate to see if it was cool. We'll be right back after this break. What are you, nuts?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been telling you since January of 2018 the market was going to crash, and what was going to tip the market over is China and the global economy, that it was slowing. Now what are you hearing? Nobody ever talks about the bond market. I always talk about the bond market with my gang because we watch the bond market. This is how we get our returns. Give you an example. We bought in January Netflix. We also bought Nike. We bought Hess. And we bought Airlines, LUV. Those four, we have an 18% return. Again, I'm not saying every gang member made 18%. I can't say that because I don't know when they get in or when they get out. I give them the instructions when to get in and when to add to their position, when to take profits, when to get out, when to run like hell. And if they follow that, then that was the returns we had on those four stocks.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Does your money manager send you an alert when the stock position that you're in goes up or it goes down? Does your brokerage send you an alert to get out of a stock position so you don't lose money? Of course they don't. Here at philsgang.com, we keep all of our members engaged with the stock positions that we recommend. Nobody does that for their clients. Nobody. Go to philsgang.com and become a member to get up-to-the-minute alerts. That's philsgang.com. Stop losing money and start making money with Phil's Gang.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. This is the time of the program we go over our stocks and identify for you how well our members are doing. And I have some of those stocks I'll go over. But before we begin that, it's important to remember that this rally that has occurred that drove this market back up 20%, you're being lied to. It's called a short covering rally. And if you look on the chart, you'll see the amount of people participating, meaning the big institutions that move the market, are declining as they're trying to push these stocks back up. It's all fake. You can't think of it from this point of view. The 2.5% interest rate that caused the market to collapse and the weakness in our growth, our economic growth, the weakness in wages. I mean, you got Americans 55 years of age and older losing jobs at the fastest pace in 4 years. All the jobs that we're getting are still lousy paying jobs, or all the service jobs. So all they're doing right now is trying to hold the stock market up with a fake narrative that we're going to get a deal with China. That's what's keeping the market up. The other thing that's keeping the market up is another fake narrative. We're going to reduce interest rates back to zero again, which is only going to benefit the very, very wealthy, not Main Street. It never, ever dribbles down to Main Street. When the CEOs and the very wealthy get that money at 0%, they take that money, they speculate with it, they put it in the market, 85% of their income is there, and you, the worker, you get nothing out of it. Just like with the tax cut. We were lied to on the tax cut. Larry Kudlow lied to everybody. And Mnuchin did too. The tax cut was going to be a wonderful thing for us. Everybody's going to get $4,000. The big corporation is going to get all the money, but don't worry. Every family is going to get $4,000. You got 11 cents. You can build a new kitchen. That's right. You got 11 cents. 11 cents. But let's take a look at some stocks, because at the end of the day, when you're investing in the market, what you got to do is take the noise and put it aside. If you listen to these people, for guidance, you got to be nuts.
If you're Goldman Sachs, if you're any business out there, you're making long-term projections on where to invest. Yeah. So they're looking at low regulations, low taxes, and a booming economy.
Joy, you know what I find interesting also is that in 2018, wages went through the roof, particularly for blue-collar workers, and this is one of the promises. It's a promise made, a promise kept.
Wages went through the roof? How did wages go through the roof? What's he talking about? Wages didn't go through the roof. When the CEO is making 360 times what you're making, and you got almost 80% of the people working paycheck to paycheck, our workforce, 80% of the workforce can't come up with $500 in 24 hours to have an emergency. What's he talking about? So the idea is, stop listening to these people. When you're investing in a market, what you invest in is the institutional money. You watch the institutional money. Doesn't that make sense? Think about it for a moment. If you're going to listen to this nonsense, this garbage, this stuff that's so untrue, they're trying to get you to go out and spend. It's all they're trying to do. You're better off just following the money. And when the money buys a stock, you buy it. You don't have to care about the economy. You don't have to care about the revenue sharing. You don't have to care about return on assets, return on equity. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So let's give you an example. Tiffany. When we bought Tiffany, right now we're up 17% in Tiffany. Apple, we're up 23% in Apple. Costco, we're up 14%. Will, an oil company, 19%. Somebody emails you, well, don't you ever take any loss? Of course we took a loss. Here's one loss, 4%. Another loss, 5%, 6%. But wait a minute. When we take those losses, they're on 1, 2, or 3 shares. That's it. Our gains, when they're 19%, 14%, 23%, 17%, that's anywhere from 150 shares to 1,000 shares on average. 500 shares. An average 350 shares. When we take losses, you can tell when the institutions start pulling the money out, our chart identifies it by way of color. And when it changes that color, it tells you pull your shares out. Start pulling some of the money out. Not all of it. Pull it back. Pull some out. So if it goes down, you have a minimum loss. You put in what we call a stop, S-T-O-P. It's like an insurance policy that you only can lose so much. When you buy a stock, each stock has got to be like a small business. Each stock is like a business. You got a business plan. You know exactly what your risk and reward is going to be. I'm going to risk this much, just like any business. If you open up a small business, you're always going to say, I'm going to risk this much to make that much. It's the same thing when you buy a stock. You're going to say, I'm going to risk 3% to make 10%. I'm going to risk 4% to make 10%. And as long as you're disciplined and stay with that risk, and you put that stop, and you'll be just fine. So yes, we do lose money. Of course we lose money. But when we do lose money, 3, 4, 5%, very rarely 5%. It's always 3%, 2%, because we stick in our stops. So we have, for example, a point in this market right now that we rallied back up 20%. But remember, when we hit 2,800 on the S&P, they've been struggling for 15 weeks to try to push it up further. Now they're trying to push it up further. They're having difficulty. So they need another fake narrative. And the fake narrative is we're almost close to having an agreement with China. What are you, nuts? And we're very close to having 0% money again. That will kill the economy. If you do free money again, that will kill the economy and make the rich richer. And those who know what they're doing in the stock market will make money. That's why you should join my gang today. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been telling you since January of 2018 the market was going to crash, and what was going to tip the market over is China and the global economy, that it was slowing. Now what are you hearing? Nobody ever talks about the bond market. I always talk about the bond market with my gang because we watch the bond market. This is how we get our returns. Give you an example. We bought in January Netflix. We also bought Nike. We bought Hess. And we bought Airlines, LUV. Those four, we have an 18% return. Again, I'm not saying every gang member made 18%. I can't say that because I don't know when they get in or when they get out. I give them the instructions when to get in and when to add to their position, when to take profits, when to get out, when to run like hell. And if they follow that, then that was the returns we had on those four stocks.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
I've been telling you since January of 2018 the market was going to crash, and what was going to tip the market over is China and the global economy, that it was slowing. Now what are you hearing? Nobody ever talks about the bond market. I always talk about the bond market with my gang because we watch the bond market. This is how we get our returns. Give you an example. We bought in January Netflix. We also bought Nike. We bought Hess. And we bought Airlines, LUV. Those four, we have an 18% return. Again, I'm not saying every gang member made 18%. I can't say that because I don't know when they get in or when they get out. I give them the instructions when to get in and when to add to their position, when to take profits, when to get out, when to run like hell. And if they follow that, then that was the returns we had on those four stocks.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Join the gang, $39.95. All I ask is you help the kids. When you start out with our working investor group. That means that we have our portfolio of 5 stocks. Now remember, we do something different than your managers do for you. 5 is really 10 because we mitigate any loss by selling a stock short. That's plenty of stocks. 5 brand name stocks, plenty of stocks. When you got good names. and you stay with them and you work them. That's how you make money in this business, and you work them by following the institutional money. What are they doing? Are they going to buy Intel? Are they buying AT&T? Are they buying Schlumberger? Are they buying Goldman Sachs? Or are they selling it? If they're selling, pull their money out, we go short. Give you an example. If you have a moment, if you have a mobile device, go to philsgang.com and click on, I want to show you something. Here's a stock, the banks. Now, they just reported the banks last Friday. And I told my gang back on April 1st, I said they're going to have to rig these banks to go higher because it's the banks that drive the stock market. And the market has been going up and the banks been lagging behind because the banks can't make money unless rates go up. And when Trump said to stop raising rates, the bank stocks, the big institutions pulled their money out of the bank stocks. So you had the stock market rallying on a narrative, on a fake narrative that there's going to be this wonderful agreement that's going to be signed between China and the U.S. There's not going to be a wonderful agreement. There's going to be an agreement, but it's not going to be wonderful. They have no choice now but to have an agreement because remember what they've done since December 26th to where we are today. They've rallied this whole market based on that narrative. We're going to have a tremendous Chinese-U.S. agreement about tariffs. We're not going to have a wonderful agreement. China's not going to agree with what we want. China's going to keep on stealing our tech information, okay? And they're not going to agree that they get caught. We're going to put more tariffs on. What are you, nuts? They're not going to agree. So we're just going to sign this crappy document that's going to be worthless so we can say, oh, look at this. We got agreement. And the market goes back up again. When Trump got obsessed with the stock market the day of the election, when he won the election and he learned something, When he made a promise, unbeknown to him, the way the market works, you create a promise and investors buy into the promise. And then when it becomes a fact, they sell into it. And professionals buy into the promise, sell on the fact. The normal guy who has a money manager or in a 401k, they just do the opposite. After it goes up, they don't buy on the rumor. They wait and buy in the fact. If a stock's at 20 and it goes up to 60, they wait and buy it at 60. You're always buying your stock. Your managers always buy the stock at the wrong price, at the highest price, because they make more commission. So the bottom line is that when you're buying a stock like we did right here, the bank stock, we could see on April 1st, it turned green. And I said, they got to lie about these bank stocks. They got to push these bank stocks up to keep this market going, or it's going to fall apart. And they got to keep that narrative going on China. And then they got to have another fake narrative that they're going to do quantitative easing in, which they can't do. It's impossible. They can't do it. So it's just a fake narrative. Because Trump realized, as I said, election night, 2017, when he made the promise he was going to do an infrastructure, $1 trillion infrastructure, he was going to repeal Obamacare, he was going to do this, he's going to do that. People, investors, the big institutions bought into that rumor, and the stock market went up 45%, not because earnings were going up, not because companies were making any money. They weren't. They were doing all stock buybacks because they could borrow money at zero interest and buy their own stock. And they pushed the stock market up 45%, and he saw that, and he goes, wow, this is unbelievable. All I have to do is promise something, create a rumor. They will buy into the rumor. So then when the market collapsed on October 5th, 2018, went down 20%, he said, I'm going to just create another rumor. So the institutions will again make money buying into the rumor. So they bought into the rumor on December 26th. Market moved right back up 20%, got stuck at 280 for 15 weeks. It couldn't break above 280 because 280 that's where the resistance was. They just couldn't. There's no buyers. The institutions weren't buying. And when you looked on the chart, you could see when the stock was going up, the volume was going down. Institutions were pulling their money out. So now he's trying to hold it up with another rumor. It's going to be this 0% financing is coming back. But you shouldn't have to care about any of that. If it falls again, which it will, this market's going to go down another 40%. It will. I told you on January 16, 2018, there was going to be a crash in 2018. I was right. I even said what would be the worst month would be December, and I was right. It's going to happen again. So, again, look at this. So if you go to your mobile device and you look on my chart, and I can see the institutional money. See, it turned from red to green. It was red and then green on April 1st. That meant the institution started to buy, and we bought it. So we're up 7% now. Now we're also locked in so that we have a risk to reward that we can't. We're up 7%. We can't lose more than 3% of that. We got a stop in. That money's in our pocket now. So we got a risk to reward that's locked in because we put a stop in that says if it comes down any more than 3%, we want out. At least put 3% in our pocket. So we're going to keep watching it. And the key is when it turns red, the institutions will be pulling the money out. And then we'll turn around and sell it short and make money on the way down. It's easy. All we're asking you to do is just take one of the 5 stocks and follow my instructions at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. I post it. Do exactly what we tell you to do. And if you have trouble, you're confused, you get your personal coaching, for God's sakes. That's all you have to do. You haven't got to know anything about the stock, nothing about the company. Just try it. It works. So when they're telling us how wonderful this economy is, it doesn't matter to us if they're lying or they're not lying. It doesn't matter to us because we don't follow the BS, just like we didn't follow CNN or MSNBC when they said President Trump was a thief, he's going to go to jail, he's a liar, and he's involved with Russia. We didn't pay attention. We didn't pay attention to that. And we don't pay attention to what these people say with money when they talk about money because they're not telling the truth. No more than CNN was telling the truth about Trump or MSNBC. These programs are not telling the truth because they have one goal in mind, to make money. And how they make money on these shows? Get more advertisers. How do they get advertisers? By getting you excited that everything's fantastic, everything's great. So, here they are again today telling us how everything's great, the biggest boom ever, the biggest economy. But I don't understand something. The economy to be booming, it doesn't make sense because the economy is not booming. When Americans are reaching a retirement age and we have, think about it, we have a crisis in retirement. Your 401k is a crisis in itself. It's a fraud. It's a fraud. So Americans are reaching retirement age. They're in a worse financial shape than their parents. And when about half of older Americans have no retirement, no savings. Because remember what happened? Obama screwed them by taking 5% and dropping it down to almost nothing so that he could make sure the rich got money free, 0 interest rate. See, for him to get the wealthy 0% money, free interest, he had to take the interest away from the retirees. That's why we went from 5% down to nearly 0. So they're telling us how great this is, and you're just going to sit there with your 401k and believe them and not be defensive at all? Come on, don't do that. Join my gang, Phil's gang. I'll be right back. It is 43 past the hour.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
PhilsGang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected. Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, I would love to come out here every day and just talk about what's going on with, you know, the economy, but, you know, what's going on with all this nonsense. You know, what's going on with Nadler and Graham, and you know, what's going on with you know, all this stuff with the Congress. I would love to do that, and I could do it. I could do the same thing that, you know, these other guys do. But that's not going to help you. I mean, I'd love to sit here and talk about this.
I do reject socialism as an economic system. If people have that view, that's their view. That is not the view of the Democratic Party.
Not the view of the Democratic Party? Oh, I'd love to comment on that the rest of the afternoon, but that's not going to help you. So what, are you just going to go and listen to these people that have no fiduciary relationship with you? None at all?
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it. Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
So that's who you're left with. Look, the best thing I can do, and we can do together, is help a bunch of kids who have cancer, who thank God there's St. Jude's Hospital, who, remember, in 1962, if a child had leukemia, 4% would survive. That's it. Now it's over 90%. So we have a good cause. And if we work together, I will give you that stock. Look at Goldman Sachs, Intel, AT&T, Caterpillar, Schlumberger. We've been in those for over 2 years now, almost 3 years actually, and the spiders. So we focus on these. But these 5 stocks are really 10 stocks, because when they start going down with the same ease, with the same instructions that we give you, if you decided to pick Caterpillar with the same ease that you're making money on the way up, you're going to make money on the way down. That's right. Just follow the instructions. So just try one. Sign up today. They're waiting for your call. 877-600-GANG. Just try one. Just pick one for the month. It works. But what really gets me, okay, is when they get away with this stuff. Like this.
Joy, you know what I find interesting also is that in 2018, wages went through the roof.
Wages went through the roof. Really? Well, let's talk about the wages going through the roof. This is crazy. Wages went through the roof. So we got hundreds of thousands of young people. They can't go to college because of the costs. Over 30 million Americans have no health insurance. 1 out of 5 Americans can't afford the medicine that's prescribed by their doctor. 40 million Americans live in poverty. 40 million. But we got the best wages in the world, right? This is crazy. We have the highest childhood poverty rate in the developed world. You got to be kidding. The economy could not be better. He's right. The economy could not be better. It's great. It's fantastic. I've never seen anything like it. For the top 1 percentile. And also for the working poor. But not for the middle class. And the middle class, you want it to be very strong because they're the ones who redistribute wealth. They're the ones who have the money after they pay their taxes that they can go spend on durable goods items. That's what grows the economy. But they're dead. They're gone. The middle class is getting worse and worse. See, the economy could not be better for the 1%, also for the corporate guys, the CEOs. The top 10 corporate executives in America saw their combined compensation skyrocket over 60% in 2018. Sure, they're doing good. How could they not be good? At Mar-a-Lago Country Club, the price of the admission has doubled. Doubled that 1 year. Doubled. That's right, because they can afford it. The economy could not be better for the top 1% or the poor. See, remember, when Kudlow and Mnuchin promised that their tax giveaway to the rich, to the large corporations, would be put $4,000 into the pocket of every middle-class family. It didn't quite work out that way. The reality is that these bonuses for average worker are just, get this, up by just 2 cents an hour. That's what they got. They got a 2 cent an hour increase.
Wow.
Since that tax plan was signed into law. Wages for the average worker are up 1.2%, or $9.11 a week before they take taxes out. Are you kidding me?
The disposable income for families in 2018 went up by $2,300. And so there's really, really good news out there for Americans.
That's a lie. That is a total lie. That's a total lie. So the reality is that the bonuses, as I said, went up 2 cents an hour. That's how much you got since that tax plan was signed in law. This is crazy. 1.2%, or 11, or I should say, that's about $9.11 a week. It's going to be pretty tough to build a kitchen at $9.11 a week. And middle-class Americans are working longer hours. We never had so many people working 2 jobs. And the working, if you really think about it, the average worker makes less today than he or she made in the 70s, adjusting for inflation. Because remember, you got the price of health care going through the roof, prescription drugs going through the roof, just rent, never mind buying a house, rent going through the roof, child care, college education, continue to go through the roof. Now, they tell us the unemployment rate is relatively low at 3.9%. That's a lie. The real unemployment rate is 7.6%. When you add back those folks who gave up looking, that they don't take off the rolls, they keep them on. They don't. I mean, they don't keep. They don't count them as the discouraged. They don't count them as unemployed. Can you imagine that? Over 20% of Americans between the prime age of 25 and 54 do not have a job. That's 20% of Americans at the prime work age, 25, 50, do not have a job. That's higher than it was in the 70s. As a matter of fact, that's higher than it was in 2008. Even worse, over 20% of Americans between 25 and 50 have nothing saved for an emergency. So, look, I can't fix any of this. I can't fix the headwinds. We have all these headwinds. The wheels are coming off the auto sales. We have, the day they raised rates on autos, 7 million people went delinquent, not counting their credit cards. Manufacturing, durable goods orders, retail sales collapsed. Construction spending collapsed, but we don't hear any about that. So, look, I can't fix that. But what we can do is let's put all that aside. Let's not listen to these people anymore. Like, don't listen to MSNBC or CNN anymore because you don't get the truth. So why don't you just take the one stock, one of my 5 stocks, 877-600-GANG, and just take one stock and follow the instructions I post at 2 o'clock every day Eastern. Just take one. Then at the end of 4 weeks, then you can judge me on my performance. And all I ask, if you start making money, you decide, okay, I'm going to be a gang member, I'm going to keep doing this, then just please help St. Jude. That's all. Just help St. Jude. So I'm reaching out to you, 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call right now. I'm reaching out to you. And when you start making money, and just start with one stock first. Just try it, one stock. All I'm asking is you reach back and help the kids of St. Jude. So again, I can't fix all this mess, but I can certainly change your life financially. We'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies.